Good afternoon. Methodical Man here. We're back. We're back for a little afternoon degeneracy. A little late evening degeneracy, if you will. A little late evening degeneracy. Little rejection of the 50 EMA there. What up, lunatic? Lunatic. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Let's not do that. Nope. Can't select the wrong one. Can't do it. Disciplined trader in the house. What up? No, we're not going to set any fireworks on anything. We're just going to do nice and easy. We're even going to just trade micros, as you do this time of night. Please provide a valid CVV. I don't know the CVV. I forget. Where's my card at? There we go. Man, what is the CVV on this thing? I don't even know. So, I cannot remember the CVV code. You hit the like, Kenny. Thank you. How do you turn the light on here? Let me turn the light on. Ah, there we go. Now I can see it. Now we can see it. Take a 10 EMA and put it on 1 hour time frame. You're going to see a direction. 10 EMA. I might put that on an hourly. We'll check it out. We shall check it out. Of course, Max is going crazy for a elephant on TV. Let's just put something on there. That way he's not barking at an elephant. Put the 21, you're going to put the 10 on a 30 minute. I don't mind those options. I don't use those time frames all that often, but they do make sense. Man, I kind of like a long here, but I got to get my Ninja open. Let's go get my Ninja open. Definitely not using the NQ there. Let's see. May not even have. Oh, we do have the account. 489 micros. 489. And there's the. Did we close above? I actually didn't. What's up, Treff? Yeah, I was thinking about a long there, but we didn't close above. I got a 25K. Oh, I forgot, man. I should have saved this earlier today. I forgot when you don't save it, you have to set the stuff back up. That's all right. We'll remember to save it tomorrow. So looking at a potential 5-minute break. Probably going to get in before then if we inverse this here. Decent momentum back up. We didn't really run sell sides, the only issue. So that's kind of the problem. What up, Coach Fred? So the only problem is we did not really run the sell side here at all. But, I mean, you know. Let's see what Mancini has to say this afternoon. Closing update. Lots happened in the last 24 hours to go absolutely nowhere from yesterday at this time. We got a standard bear trap below yesterday's low. Longs triggered, rally to 59.25 magnet. Hold lotto, 59.36, 59.45. When ready, no sell until we lose the 82. So, that's what he says. 15 put the 9 and the 15. Yeah, I have most of those on those time frames. I just don't typically pay attention to them all that much, but we'll throw them on there in just a few minutes when we get a chance. We are failing to kind of inverse this larger gap here. Got a decent little pushback up, but so far it's holding. I'll probably take a stab here with a small size, like 2 micros. We're going to be on a 25K account, so just doing an Apex eval 25K. Still 90% off on Apex, if you guys didn't know. I'm sure you did. 91% off of good old Bulenox. Do we think that we're going to be moving up or down? What do you guys think? I'm gonna stab short here. We're kind of rejecting the 50 EMA there. We didn't rerun sell side, although to be honest, we kind of did run sell side earlier. We did run the 250 or whatever 230 candle there. Just gonna take a quick stab short, very small stop. Just stop up here at 346. So 10 points. What up, Camille? Up and down, says Trucker Scott. Camille says up. So very short stop on this. You know, probably take one off at the low here. We're holding up at the 50, so pops to 50, we'll just be stopped out, and that's completely okay for like $40 or something. Might look at gold here in a minute, see how it's looking. Haven't peeked at it yet. Yeah, I mean gold's bearish. Bursh. She bursh. Not really moving right now. Full port 4 accounts long. Oh, goodness, Camille. Good luck. Good luck. Keep the reward very tight. We'll be chopping up and down a lot. Yeah, probably. Where's the VWAP at on the ES? Do you guys have the VWAP at 5908? That's where mine's showing at. I'm not quite sure if that's the right spot for it or not. I do think if the 5-minute breaks to the upside here, you know, if we do close above here, I do think that's a decent long spot. But losing momentum in this area, so thought maybe we take a shot down. We will go stop to break even down here at 329.50. So that'll be our break even spot. So we'll see if we can push down to the 29s. Go break even there. See kind of what happens. So not risking very much here on this play. Probably we'll stick with 1 to 2 micros. See if we can push through my break even here. There we go. Break even stop there. Sweep of this liquidity. You don't know what's going to happen here. We are pushing back into a bullish gap. So you don't really know what's going to happen there. So I'll go stop to break even there. And of course, stop this out. Money came out of gold, depending on the market. You assume that gold will be selling off. Yeah, we'll see. I don't really know. That's a pretty bullish reaction out of this gap, right? Pretty bullish reaction out of that gap. And again, if it breaks the 5-minute structure here, I'll probably participate long. So, or if we kind of close above this 1 minute, I think that's an okay entry too. The only thing, the stop to break even's pretty tight. You have the VWAP up there too. You'd have to kind of just risk it. Where's Trauma? Trauma's all the way up there at 432. Let me look at the gold right quick. Not really moving. This is the 5 minutes. Not really that clean. Could watch it for a break above that. Short setup's already kind of played out there. So we're just waiting. We'll see what happens. You think VWAP's useless? I don't know. We get reactions at the VWAP all the time. I mean, it just depends, right? I mean, if you just look since open, I mean, a VWAP bounce, support turns into resistance, right? I mean, that's all you're looking at. I say, like, if it helps you, it's fine to use. If it doesn't help you, then don't use it. No big deal. To each his own, you know? And there we go. Pushing right back down. Another wick there. What time is it? It's 8:16. Just wondering why we're getting this kind of a little bit of volatility here. Big wicks on that 1 minute candle there, but you'd think that would be a bullish reaction. All right, here we go. Dang, I missed that. All right, I'm in. $369. All right, I'm taking along here. What up, Amelia? How's it going, Damon? Let's see. Got in a little late there. but it's all right. Right into the VWAP, so we're going to expect a little resistance here. If it loses, that's all right. It's okay. Just in 2 micros, not a huge risk here. Might add on any pullbacks. I'm going to look for it to take out that 369 area on the first one. And go from there. What up, O'Dane? This price action's crazy. It's weird to think that this time yesterday we were above 21. Yeah. The thing is, like, I don't know, man. I was targeting that 321. Did you guys see what happened? Who was in the stream this morning? Who was in the stream this morning where I was looking to get short off this 50 touch right here? I was looking to get short. Where was it at? Was it here? Yeah, it had to be. Yeah, right here. Right here. I was waiting for this 50 touch. It missed my entry by 3 ticks. It missed me by 3 ticks. And then I ended the stream and it just said bloop straight down to 321. I was like, you asshole. I did chase it, honestly, with 5 micros on my Take Profit Pro account. But yeah, I was like, I cannot believe that thing missed me by 3 ticks and then ripped lower. What up, Shuri? I cannot believe that. Well, I can believe it. I was like, you dirty dog. You dirty dog. You're just going to do me that way. How you just going to do me that way? We're at the 5-minute trend line here, and we just technically broke it. We closed above just barely at that 350 level. We do have the trauma sitting up there at 430, so we can take profit before there. And that'll be the area we'll target with our runner. Trader Oracle in the house. What up? How you doing, Oracle? I wanted to do some content with you, Oracle, maybe in the next week or so if you're available. Maybe shoot you a DM. See if you're available. No problem, Slade. No problem. Yeah, no, somebody told me that. I used to go to somebody in the chat used to always tell me it's either Black Beauty or it might have been Room or one of them or Mad Moxie. I think it was Mad Moxie. Used to always tell me how to do things on Quantower. So, my go-to people. I'll shoot you a DM, Trader Oracle. So, pushing above the VWAP here. Nice recovery of that 59.10 area there on the ES. We're long here, 348. Looking for the overnight high, 369.50. So let's just see. How do you copy your trades in that other platform from Quantower? Is that a new feature? I don't, O'Dane. So I'm executing on Ninja. And I'm using Replicanto. So like I'm not copying them right now. This is just an eval. But I use Replicanto to copy across the other platform. So all of these connections are Tradeovate connections. So Take Profit Trader, Tradeify. The only non-Tradeovate connection is Bulenox. So I use the Bulenox for my Rhythmic. And then I can use Replicanto to copy across all these accounts at one time. And I just execute on Ninja. So I do I do everything else. Got to disconnect Bulenox because I'm using it for Quantower. But I use everything else on Quantower. I just do my charting on Quantower. And then I do my trading on execution on Ninja. Let me put this Ninja one on top. So, how do you make this one on top? I don't remember. Anybody remember how to make this always on top? I don't recall. You get the break even button to work? No, Bob. I don't use it. Let's go, Coach Fred. Nice job. Yeah, no worries. Dr. M says, shorts only. Well, traditionally, I might would think that, Dr. M, and you might be right. You could be right. But For now, we're in a long. We'll see what happens. I will also mark out the shorts on the 5 minute. We are kind of in a wedge here, to be honest. But we broke structure on the 5 minute, kind of rejecting there a little bit, but yeah, I don't know how to make that one stay on top there. I don't remember how to have this on top. Let's see. Nope. Always on top. Ah, there's right there. I missed it. I overlooked it. I'm with you, Dr. M. My throat is not feeling the greatest. And unfortunately, I don't have any more cough drops. Max over there knocked out. You're going to drink honey and get vodka or something? Man, I can't do it, man. That stuff will make me throw up. I can't do it. Good luck with it, though. I hope it works for you. I mean, really, my first take profit actually should be 367. Yeah, let's do that. Even though I'm only 2 points above it. Let's go 367. 367 right there. So first take profit 367. We're going to see how far the second one can run. You got helicals. Dude, man, I got the cough drops too, but like, I like the chloroseptic drops. I don't know if you've ever had these. I'm out of them. But these right here, chloroseptic drops. They work well, but I'm all out of them. I mean, a live account you can have with Bulenox. You can have up to 11 funded accounts at one time. However, you can only have 3 accounts active below the threshold at one time. So if you got, say you got 11 passed, well, you can only have 3 that are below the $2,600 threshold active. Once you get one above, you can activate a 4th. Once you get another above, you can activate a 5th, so on and so forth, all the way up to 11. Jumpers, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. So that's kind of how it works there. First things first, concentrate on the first 3 and then kind of go from there. Dropping below the VWAP here. Wow, is there some news come out or something? Because that is wild action right there. That's a little wild action right there. If we break through the 5 minute to the downside, I'll short. But for now, we're just going to leave it where it is. What up, Eli? Pine Tree in the house. All right, we'll see what happens here. This is, of course, why we're in small size, right? Just in case these things happen. Do I add into this and just try to get out? Well, ES kind of bouncing here, actually, so we're going to hold on to it. Miguel Munroy, welcome to the Methodical Crew. Thank you for your subscription. You the man. There we go. That's a good reaction. It's kind of what we've gotten on, like, if we look here, I mean, like, pull back, quick reaction, pull back, quick reaction. Same type thing. Might get kind of a confirmation set up here on the 1 minute. Where if we close above here, let's see, 348. The break even would be 353. It's only 5 points. I would consider like a bigger size scalp. What's good, Sean? I might try a larger size scalp here. I don't know though. It's kind of scary. Maybe not. Maybe we should wait. If we get a 1 minute close above here, then that would, I think that you could go heavy here for like 10 micros or something for 10 points, but But it's not necessarily the way. It's not necessarily looking like it's going to happen. You had a 15-minute OB. Are we in a 15-minute OB? Let me look. Not really checking the 15-minute chart here. I should probably. 15-minute kind of rejecting. Got same similar trend line there. Let me see where the 15-minute. Let me see where the 15-minute trauma is. Oh, I'm on the 15-minute. No wonder. I should have noticed that. Okay. So we are at the 5-minute here. I didn't even notice that. I might have went a little heavier in size than this if I knew that. I'm going to stick with the guns here on this one. Stick with the guns. Got about a 35-point stop. I'm okay with that. DCA 8 mini short. Holy cow. Good luck, sir. 340. I'm considering adding. He's short. I want to see how this 5-minute candle closes. We got 30 seconds. Ideally, you want to see it close above 345 in the next 30 seconds. If it does, I might add here and take off just for like 10 points or something. Let's see. Covered half in an eval. I'd like this to close above 345, but it's right, or actually maybe closer to 350. Yeah, it is 345. It closed right on it, so it's not really ideal. See if it pushes here. I'm tempted to add here, but I know that there's a decent possibility it could pull back here. Do we add here is the question. I don't know. Difficult to say. Difficult to say. Again, if it kind of pulls back here, if we do break structure on the 5-minute down at the 320s, I'll probably go pretty heavy into the short, but I think at that point we probably sweep the previous day low down there at 300. Poker or trading? Trading 100%. Suhal, what's up? Seems bearish. Ukraine's worst dessert? No, I don't. I don't. What is it? Chocolate Putin. Breaks down trend if it's strong, yeah. I mean, we didn't break the trend on the 15-minute. We did on the 5, but not the 15. We barely broke it on the 5. It didn't break it by a ton, just a few points. So I'm not quite sure how to play this. I'm just going to leave it at 2 micros, I think, unless we get a strong push above 45. Strong push and close above 45 on the 5-minute. Otherwise, we'll just leave it here and let's see what happens. You guys seeing the Twitter battles on Nutty is challenging Kellyanne to a trade-off. It was kind of comical. And then I guess Patrick's trying to broker a Dodgy versus Rips trade-off at the BDH. What up, John? You blew 2 evals and up 5K on a 300K account. Mixed results. Nice. Not bad, though. I thought both of those were kind of seem interesting and comical at best. Nutty said he would risk 50K to trade off with his trade-off with Kellyanne. I was like, what kind of money Nutty have over there? 50K? Unless he's trying to say a 50K account? I don't know. What's with the redheads? So much drama? I have no idea. Romeo, I am long. Takamura, what up? Good afternoon, Alfred. I don't know. I just saw it on Twitter. We'll pull it up in a minute and look at it. Who would win? I really have no idea. I don't know how Kellyanne trades, and I don't think that's anything she's ever going to do. They must be Damon. Not paying me that good. All right, not looking so hot right now. Let's see if we get another rip back up. Well, how come I'm not seeing that on Nutty's thing anymore? All right, we'll go over to Patrick's. Do we get another rip back up here? Which one is Patrick's actual account? And there's a lot of fake ones. Yeah, I don't think this is it. Alright, looks like it's just going to dump here, but let's see if we get a fast reaction out of this area. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to add 2 there and just take them off here. If we can get a push back up. I don't know why it's not. Why I'm not seeing his account. I'm not sure. You'll challenge him? Let's do it, Trade Oracle. Let's do it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, John, exactly. 5-minute bearish Harami. Yeah, I mean, sort of. We might get smoked here, but we'll see. I don't know why Patrick's is not showing up. Is that his? I thought I was following him on here, but I don't think I'm logged in. Am I logged in? Oh, I am logged in. Yeah, I'm logged in, so I don't know why it's not showing that I follow him. Okay, there it is. I couldn't find it. So here it is. Nutty says, let's do it. Kelly versus Nelly Ann, trade off at the BDH. I need a trade off against someone. I'll even do it for 50K. Nutty's offering up 50K. I mean, you know. And then he had one down here for Daiji and Rip somewhere. Okay, right here. Daiji says, I'm down anytime June 9th to June 24th. Selling Rips versus Daiji for 3 days, trading at the BDH. BDH is putting up 100K to the winner. So Patrick's putting up 100K to the winner, huh? Interesting. The Twitter wars continue. I'm just not involved in that stuff, man. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should be. I would take 50K. Give me Nutty's 50K. I'll take it. I'll take her. I'll take the 50K. I'd have to get serious. I'd have to get serious on you guys. I probably should kill this and switch short. Nutty chipping in 50K. You saw what it said, Coach Fred. He said he would do it for 50K, so that's what he said. All right, this is looking like it might just push through here. I don't know. Probably, If we look at it this way, we actually kind of rejected. You know what? Yeah, I might switch short here. I'm going to close this. Close this, and we're going to switch short here. Why not? Stop at the high. And, of course, as soon as I close it, it rips higher, huh? You guys are seeing this, right? As soon as I close it, it rips higher. All somebody got to do is say Nutty Apex Shield, and there's your war. Amish Mafia and part owner of Apex. Oh, I love it. Part owner of Apex. That's funnier than the Amish Mafia part. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's got me funny. I had my 5 minute marked out wrong. I just looked at it. The silent partner, it seems, maybe. Close inside the last 5 minutes or so, either break low or pop to 350. I think it would break lower now that I'm looking at it. I'm going to show you what I did. So I had the 5 minute marked out wrong. I used this low to mark it out, but realistically, this is where the trend line should have been. So we broke bearish, and then we retested that trend line perfectly, held it and pushing back down. So that's a pretty bearish look. I, for some reason, drew the trend line on this bottom part, and so that's why I was like, well, wait a second. We're kind of, I don't know. I looked at it wrong. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter all that much. You know what I mean? Nutty, get in here. Where you at? I want to hear about the challenge. I want to hear about the 50K. I almost kind of want to go heavy here for the push through 27. Do we do it? Do we go heavy here for the push through 27? I'm going to add 2 more there. If we get a push up, we'll add more. I think it's pretty reasonable to think that we push at least through 27. We'll see, though. If we retest like 344, I'll add into it there. I kind of want to be in this like 8 to 10 micros for the push through 27. I don't know if I want to risk that much. Just keep adding into it. Coach Fred and Nutty's, I don't think Nutty will stream with me. We only stream one time together for like 20 minutes. I'm not big enough. I don't bring enough, presence to Nutty stream, so I understand why. Yeah, there is an inside bar there on the 5 minute as well. I just noticed that. But yeah, I don't think Nutty will stream with me. I'm just not, I'm not going to bring enough eyes to his channel. And that's not something that really matters to me, but it does matter to some people. And I don't know if he's one of those people or not, but maybe. Maybe. Inside bar did break to the upside there. Think about opening an Amish racetrack for buggies. No, it is a Harami Treff, technically. That's what Pine Tree tells me. Inside bar is technically a Harami. So, all right, I'm going to get in here. We're in 8. Again, looking for it to push through the 27s here. We'll see. If it does not, then, hey, we'll be in trouble. In trouble. There's the retest of the 40s that we're kind of talking about. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Yeah, I remember him. All right, I don't know what's going on. We're just on the wrong side of everything tonight. Like, why are we ripping higher now? Makes no sense. Some news come out. When did Nutty become big? I guess. I don't know. He's bigger than me. I'm at 7,000 subs. He's at like 18,000 or 17,000 or something like that. And he has quite a bit more viewers during the day than I do. I would assume after he went to the BDH, his viewership went probably from like, what, 250, 300 to like 650, 700. This thing is just ripping both directions. It really, I'm just going to hold it. If it stops me, it stops me. If it kind of sweeps this 353 area and doesn't, if that's not like a soup area, then it could be in trouble. Could just keep adding to it. We got volatility this afternoon, which is nice, but I'm on the wrong side of the volatility. Wrong side. All right. I mean, this is like right where I longed earlier. Do I want to close it and long it again in the same spot? I mean, I guess. We're not going to go for 30 points, though. We're going to go for 67. If this rips us in both directions, it'll just be funny, haha. Yeah, Trader Oracle, exactly. I don't, yeah, that's kind of what I try to do. And here's the thing. We're retesting that. It's the exact same as earlier. We're retesting that downtrend on the 5-minute here as well. Right back at the direct retest of it. So if this thing rips back lower here, then I'm just going to... Oh, my God. You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. Your code will come in handy to grab a few more evals tonight. Yeah, we might need it. Holy cow, look at this. That's rude. I mean, it literally retested that trend line. I had my stop up here to be above that trend line. You see what it did there? It literally just trapped me and trapped me for sure. Dirtiness. She trapped me. She tricked me. You only watch Nutty when you feel down about your trading day? I don't know. Nutty's gotten better at trading for sure. 5-minute rejecting the 10-minute and the 50 EMA. It switched each time, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's still holding the downtrend, so the short makes more sense than the long, in my opinion, until it breaks above that downtrend. But this feels like it's just going to re-rip back to the lows again. Every time you take the breakout, it just kills you. Interesting kind of choppiness both directions here. I almost have to pick a direction and hold it, right? Pick a direction and hold it. Boom, 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 boom. See how the 5-minute candle here closes. Just watching it. I may try to just work myself out of this one. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't mind where my stop is. A retest of the of that 50 area probably makes sense. Just going to try to work myself out of this if I can. Can we do it? Got to think about the logic behind the sale. Off a day, we'll be buying at discount. Yeah, it's true. I don't know. This time of night, I don't usually think. I usually just use the trend line stuff. I don't know, man. It's, you know, we haven't really broke to the upside, to be honest. We really are looking bearish. So that's kind of the thing about it. The short really did make more sense there. I entered the short after being so long, lost, short, lost, and now I'm long again. And it looks like it's going to be another loser. Just kind of a bull trap there on that push up. And so I was like wondering, I was like, why are we pushing? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Let's just try to get out of this. I'm just going to go, I'm going to keep buying until I get my average low enough to just get out of this. So, you know, when that happens, when you do that, you either blow the account or you get out of it. Those are the options. Let's just keep adding until we get our average low enough to just get out. Let's just try to get out. That's what we can do. Give me one more push up here. Why not? Let's just try to get out of this. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Get me out. All right, pushing back above the 50 here. All right, we're still in one. Took everything else off. So if it does keep going, at least we can get something out of it. Jumpers is long. Let's go. Good luck. I'm actually okay with leaving the stop just down here. If it makes a new swing, obviously we're just in one. We're down $400. This is not going to make a huge difference. You like gold? Smooth equal lows. Rejecting off the VWAPIs. The whoppies of the V's. We'll see, jumpers. I don't know. You like gold? I like the golds too. Gold's fine. I'm not not looking at it. What's gold up to? Not doing anything really. I could give it a little room here and let it sweep 27 and kind of see what happens, but maybe I do that. That extra 20 bucks not going to make that big of a difference. It's going to sweep that 27.50 probably that we were thinking earlier. What up, Sorady? We're doing all right. Trading gold is like cheating on your girl. You get smoked sooner or later. Turning in a bearish flag, yeah, for sure. Oh, what the hell? Oh. All right, so we sweep through the 27s here. Look like that's what it wants to do. You guys, 313 should be swept. 313, all right. Yeah, trading is tricky tonight, Sharady. I mean, usually it's kind of, you know, pick a direction and just go with it. I think that's similar to what we got tonight, but I'm just not picking the right direction, right? It's okay. See if we sweep that 27 here and see kind of what kind of reaction we get. We got a little wick down here, 27.50. Feel better about the long if it would just sweep the 27 and see what happens there. Outer said 313. I'll put it down there at 313 too. One of those. Just maybe just one micro. We'll see what happens. All the whips off the avenue yesterday. Yeah, I mean, it is. Pretty big rejection there off the VWAP. Do got the top of the hour coming up. What, minute and 33 seconds? Stop to break even. I mean, I'm going to just leave it outer just because it's like a sloth on heroin. Swimming in oil. It's just one micro, so I'm not worried about it. I do kind of think we rip lower at the top of the hour. But then again, if I think that, you know what I mean? Push in here. All right, see what happens here at top of the hour. All right, top of the hour there. Didn't really do anything. Kind of pushing, but go ahead and close that. Yes, at the VWAP there, 59.08. See if we hold this short-term 1 minute trend line, push back down. ES at the VWAP there. We'll see what happens. Nice little push there. Maybe we should have left that open for a little longer. Hindsight's 20/20, they say. Well, ES kind of pumping its way back. I mean, if it holds, as long as it holds kind of below 360, then I'd still think it's bearish, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, Takamura. Ping ponging and maybe take like 5 points at a time if you want to be safe. So we'll see what happens. A little short term. Let's see if it rejects here. Yeah, outer, it is difficult to trade. Just, you know, I mean, I still think we're bearish, but back below 340, we should see a little bit of an elevator down here, in my opinion. Get just back below that 340, I think we sweep into 327 quickly. So let's get through these bundled up EMAs here. Get through that 340, we see 327. We get down into this wick pretty quickly. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see. Just got to break through the 340 area, and then you can do it. Tariffs on tariffs off. Wax on, wax off. No more taco Trump. Empty stomach with a table full of Chinese food. Fill it up. Fill it up. Fill that Chinese food up. Fill that belly up. Don't fill the Chinese food up. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. You get what I'm talking about. So just kind of watching the 5 minute here. We'll mark these trend lines out on the 5 minute, make it a little more clear, I guess. So you kind of see this trend line here on the 5 minute. It's the one that we're holding the downtrend on. There's that run through 340 here. Let's see if we get a little death candle here. There's the death candle through that area. There we go. There's the death candle that we were speaking of. Ugh. We're in it over here. Holy cow, are we in it? We are in it, guys. We are in it. Okay, I don't even know how much I'm in for here. All right, we're out of it. We're in it, we're out of it. We're in it, we're out of it. Holy cow. They're right through the 300s there. Down to the basement. Fried rice, pot stickers, beef dumpling soup. What are the markets open again? Yeah, they are. All right, well, we got our money back there, so let's be happy about that. $1,185 after being down $400. So I saw that. I mean, I entered it. I didn't really tell you guys, but I was like, let me go ahead and enter this on two minis. Had a pretty tight stop, and it just ripped lower. Now the long might make sense. If you get a V shape here, if you get a V shape back up here, the long might make sense. Yoji said, wait on me. It's too late. You went long on the pullback? Oh, dang. That's no bueno. So we only need another $315 to pass this eval. Could find a spot for it. Maybe. Or maybe we could just be happy with what we got and just trade micros for the rest of the night. I'm telling you guys, that 5 minute downtrend was kind of the thing there. Big recovery here. This is definitely V-shape. And this is definitely V-shape here. One micro, I can't do minis on Asia. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. All right, if we get this inversion here, I'm going to take it. I mean, this is as V-shaped as it gets here. Right back up. Right back up here. Big stop, though. Well, actually, it's 26 points. It's not bad. It's actually not bad. New Wick, who dat? Do yeah. I think we'll retest 340. Kind of that VWAP there. I'm gonna wait for it. I mean, we're still, we're still bearish. Let's be honest, but and I don't really know what that was. Was that a Newswick? I mean, Well, we had a 1 minute candle. Well, 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, we dumped 72 points. Gold must have ripped. Nah, gold's not really moving. Why is it not moving on my chart? Something up my chart here? Am I on the wrong? I don't know. I'll look at it later. I must be on the wrong one. All right. There's a bullish Harami here. I mean, the stop is only like 60 points. Okay. Stop's only like 60 points. Thank you, John. Thank you. Yeah, the 27, it blast right through there. I was thinking if we got below that 40, it'd go. I do think I'll go small size here. I'm not even going to worry about trying to pass the eval. I mean, you could watch this too, right? Now, I don't know. The only thing I would say about this is not that obvious. It's only at 5 points. But maybe a retest into this area. And maybe this. Maybe get like something with a tighter stop out of this. But I don't know. Still bearish. I mean, we're still bearish here, but that was a big, big bounce there. Chinese tech group prepare for AI future without NVIDIA. Interesting. 12 seconds here. Is this going to hold here? I don't know if it's worth a stab long here or not. It looks too bearish for me to stab long. I think I'm going to take the short here. 17 to 35, 15 point stop. I don't know. Take the short here with a 15 point stop. We need 20 points or so. All right, Alder, appreciate you. All right, I'm going for 10 points here. I am going for 2 minis, 10 points. Let's see here. Stop's going to go to break even at 305. I gotta give this a little more room. Much as I don't want to. I'm gonna get stopped. Price just got to stop right there. All right. I just noticed the 15-minute did hit a support level there, or the 5-minute. That's why it's bouncing. DeepSeek 2.0. I don't know. Maybe. I need to give this more room, but I'm not. Actually, I can't. Just gonna leave it there. We're gonna lose like $500 on this trade. 550 maybe. Yeah. All right, only up $600 there. Going for the pass. That's why. See, that's what happens when you go for the pass. That's what happens when you go for the pass. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh. All right, let's see what we get. Is just going to stop me out and then just rip back lower. Yes, rejecting the VWAP there. Traffic in both directions. Is this going to hold this level and push? It did run through that. It ran through that freaking 300 level like it wasn't even there. You pass, you need 300? Dang. Holding up there 308s for now. Gary, I use the Harami sometimes. It just depends on, you know. I like to use them at the highs and the lows. That's when they work the best, in my opinion. I have no idea, Takamura. Old game, it just said it wanted to make it hard just for you. No one else. It just said, we're going to make it hard for old game. That's it. All right, can we retest the 95s here? If we get through the 10s, we can, but that's kind of the question, right? Was DCing short on the V shape? Yeah. Push through the 310 area. We probably get another little elevator down here. You make 30K. Let's go, old game. Nice job. Oh, with 4X. Yeah, I don't trade 4X. Too difficult for me on that. I can't do the 4X. I'm terrible at it. All right, should dump into like the 290, 295 area at least, I would think. You would think if this gets kind of through this level here. Get through that whole number there. And went through it like hot knife through butter earlier. Can I not do it this time? Let's see. Come on, push it through there. What up, Timbo? You got an email saying through June 1st. What was that for, Gary B? The 90% off is June 1st. It is 1 day to pass. And it's through June 1st. They're loot. Should be able to push into the 90s here, but we'll see. You get through that 10 area, so you would think it. I thought it would have pushed through there quicker. Down into like 92, 91 pretty fast. Take Profit Traders 30% off, no activation fee loot. Use the code MM. June 1st. Maybe. Maybe it was June 1st. He has at the 5,900 there. That's probably why we're bouncing. It should push through this time, though. There's the 98s. All right, I'm in here. We need, oh God, we don't need much. Dude, I think I need like 83 to pass. Probably not even that. Oh yeah, we made too much. Oh, what's this? Close. What in the world happened there? Did I accidentally? I did something crazy there. I don't even know what I did. All right, we passed. $1,523. Kind of thought I re-entered short once this failed. This long failed here. Once it closed back below right there, I re-entered short. And I just held it for the 10, for the break of the 10. Thinking if we break 10, it hits what we need. You the man, Loot. You the man. What up, CT? Yes, I have Take Private Trader accounts. I have Take Private Trader accounts. I've only got one pro account right now because I, was a dumbass last couple of days. So, as we do, as we degenerates do. Yeah, I changed my, I don't know. I should have been short bias from the beginning. I don't know why I wasn't. I think because I drew the 5 minute the wrong way. So originally when I got on, I drew the 5 minute this way. And I realized after I got stopped out, I drew it wrong. So I drew it this way. And then I drew this like this. So I thought we had broke out of the 5 minute uptrend, not realizing what we really did was retest the 5 minute downtrend. So in fact, we did not break out of it. We were retesting the downtrend. Little small overshoot. I actually didn't even overshoot because this goes to the body. So that's perfect retest. Perfect retest. And then once I saw that, then I switched. Actually, I did take another long here, which was stupid. And then finally re-switched back over to bearish and just started taking shorts. Hit that big move down. CT, that's a curse word in my house, brother. That's a curse word. You can like who you want to like, but that's a curse word. Dim's fighting word, CT. Yeah, I need more evals too, Trev. Dim's fighting word, CT. Oh, I knew you didn't. I knew what you were doing, CT. You could tell from the joke that I told in Discord last week, huh? That was the thing? Or wait, maybe you see the Georgia shirt. You might see the Georgia shirt. Actually, I don't even hate Alabama, to be honest with you. It's not even the team I hate the most. They're like top 5, maybe. but they're not the team I hate the most. Can you guess? I've told it before here on stream who I don't like, the team that I hate the most. And if you're a 90s kid, you'll know right away. But if you're not, if you grew up in the 90s, then you probably won't know. Nah, Georgia Tech's, not really on there. Florida's one of them, but they're not the one I hate the most. Florida State, nah. Duke, nah. Look, guys, V-shaped long here looks really good. This V-shaped long, high or low, the only thing I'll say is there's no SMT. But V-shaped long here should work to there. So this gives you 10, 15 points. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. 6 points. I thought it was like 10, 15 points. Oh, you're out, Coach Fred? No, none of those. Tennessee, David got it. Your Oilers are looking to head to the Stanley Cup. Let's go. Yeah, see, I grew up in the 90s, and Tennessee had this guy. You may have heard of him. His name was Peyton Manning. And, yeah, we lost to them 9 straight years, I think. So the fact that we beat them every year except for one. Actually, have we beat them every year since 2016? I think we have. Yeah, we beat them every year since 2016, I think. So I feel no mercy, no pity. No pity for them. And let's be honest, in 2016, we should have beat them. Jacob Eason throws a 52-yard Hail Mary for us to take the lead with like 15 seconds to go. And then we squib kick it. They get the ball on like the 50. And then I don't even remember who their quarterback was, but he throws a Hail Mary at the end of the game to beat us. So I used to hate Manning John. I liked him as a pro, though. I liked him as a pro. The Canadian national hockey team? Nah. They did win in 1998, CT, with this gentleman named T. Martin. T. Martin. So they didn't win the Natty with Peyton, but T. Martin won in 98. I think it was 98. T. Martin. There's your break even. I mean, like, this is just so obvious this is going to work, you know. You could target this obvious wick up here, would be kind of where I would target. Like, this wick is probably obvious. This probably gives you 10 points. Yeah, it gives you 10 points. Actually, I'm sorry. You're already up 10 points because here's your entry. So I'd scale here at the 50 EMA 320s. I'd scale there. And then you could target, final target maybe up here, 335. Went to a couple games in Knoxville. It's a wild environment. Yeah, I've never been to a Tennessee game. Peyton has a home in Chattanooga. Nice. I like Peyton now. I think he's fine. He's a funny guy now. Eli, did he win? Yeah, Eli did. He won 2. Peyton won 1, I believe, right? Or did they both win 2? So there would be your final target there on the V shape. To me, or actually, I'm sorry, that's another scale point there on your V shape. That's 20 points. And then maybe target the 335 as your final target, 25 points up there. Eli won 2, I know, because he won both against the Patriots, right? And then Peyton, man, I don't know. Did he win one in... I can't remember. I don't know. It's been too long. I'm wondering, did he win one in Denver? I don't know. Can't remember. Peyton did win 2. Okay. Yeah, he did win 1. I use the IFEG 100%, Coach Fred. That's what I use for my fundeds mostly. I don't know if it was against the Bears, maybe. Go to LSU. Todd, I might visit LSU one year. I visited Texas last year. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. To be clear, I don't hate people from Tennessee. I just don't like Tennessee football team. And it's only because of how, because we were losers when I was in middle and high school. We weren't very good. We weren't very good. Brought him in as a rental one. Eli wasn't that good of a QP. Well, the thing is, some people turn it on in the playoffs, right? And that's kind of what Eli did. I think one year, like, the Patriots undefeated. The Colts were, like, maybe one game over 500. And they beat them. So, short here at the pivot. I don't hate this short off the 50. The only thing I would say is there a clear draw on liquidity lower? Not really. But this 50 short, I mean, maybe for a pullback into like the 15s, 14, 15s for 10 points. But it's a scary one, right? Very, very scary one. I mean, I just like this V shape. To me, the fact that we failed to make a new low here and you kind of V shape out of there, that's like, that's textbook. That's a textbook inversion. The only reason why I'm not taking it is because I don't have an eval to take it on, and I'm not going to take it on my funded accounts at night. So we don't have an eval to take it on. I mean, maybe I could have stabbed it on the pro account. I could have, I guess. Consult Max for positioning within the market. Maxi. Oh, I should take a picture of this dog. Let's get a picture. Let's get a picture. he is hilarious, guys. Let me show you guys this. Let me try to see if I can show you guys this picture here. Oh. Let me pull this up. Let's see if y'all can see it. Look at him. He's like laid upside down, knocked out asleep. Got all 4 feet in the air. His ears are flopped over. His eyes are like half open. Oh, look at that dog. That's hilarious. CT, I gotta have an account to give away. I don't have any account to give away. I'm not rich like Cove. Super Bowl, Peyton Manning and the Indianapolis Colts defeated the Bears 29-17. Yeah, Max is he's living the dream over here. Yeah, I need to get some, CT. I'm poor. I'm poor. The game started and Devin Hester. Oh, Devin Hester kick return. Yeah. That's kind of like the Tennessee game last year, right? Anybody remember the Tennessee-Georgia game last year? What happened on Tennessee's first play of the game? Anybody remember? Anybody remember? Your dog is a rescue from Puerto Rico, and as soon as it's sunny and warm, he just collapses. That's awesome. On the first play of the game, 80-yard run, untouched, for the Tennessee touchdown. Tennessee ran it 80 yards on the first play, untouched for the touchdown. It was downhill from there. Yeah, they ran the opening play for 80 yards. I don't remember who it was, but I was just like, whatever. Yeah, they didn't do well after that. See, I'm a true Georgia fan. We were losing 28-0 to Alabama in the second quarter. I didn't turn the TV off. I didn't leave. And I was there when we took the lead 35-34 with 2 minutes to play or something like that. I didn't leave my spot. I watched the whole game. I didn't turn it off. I'm a true fan. Win or lose, we're there. Of course, I was born and raised in Athens, Georgia, so it's tough not to be a Georgia fan, right? My son wants to go to Georgia Tech for college. And I mean, Georgia Tech's not even a team I hate because it's not been that close since I've been a fan. So no, I didn't. CT Charles, go Dogs, let's go. The Bulldogs need to be well. We still end up losing because I think on the next play was that crazy play that whatever his name is it Williams? I don't know. I can't remember his name. That good freshman they had last year. Woof! Look at there. 35 did not get to it. Maybe a confirmation setup here. Maybe a confirmation setup long here. Oh yeah, lots of emotions DCM for a break even for sure. Tennessee lost their quarterback. I don't know. Who did they lose? I don't remember. Last year? Oh yeah, yeah. You mean he left this year? Yeah, he did. Where'd he go? Did he go to like? I don't remember where he went. Did he leave? Yeah, he did leave. Oh, he went to USC, didn't he? Didn't they swap quarterbacks with USC? Is Elmi going good? We passed an eval right here on these two drops that we got. So 1587 past the 25K. Yeah, I think they swapped quarterbacks with USC or something, if I remember right. UCLA. Okay, that's who it was. I knew it was over there in the California. California. So this could be a confirmation long setup. Now, the only thing I will say is this is a protected high. This is a protected high here because it's a high inside a fair value gap and we did not make a low. So that is a protected high. Now, does that mean that high cannot be breached? No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that that's why we had such trouble kind of getting through that high here. Just reshorted. Who would want to live in North Georgia and move to Southern Cal? I don't know. I mean, hey, I love Georgia. I think Georgia's an awesome place to live. It's not that expensive, certainly compared to California. I do think there are some nice places in California, though. California's got a lot of nice places, too. And like Georgia, some not so nice places. Guys, I gotta run grab another water. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, sorry about that. Took a little longer than I thought because turns out I had to pee. Oh, Tiger just got up to get water too. Maybe it's a conspiracy. I don't know. He came over and gave me a hug. Less humidity. Yeah, that's probably true. Order field. Is that what Tiger's doing? Let me pull Tiger up. I was watching Slade, but he just walked away because he's left the trade on. Order field. Cash giveaway at 150 likes. All right, let me just hit the like button. Maybe I can win the cash. He's long and he's singing. All right. He's long and he's singing. Oh. How's Tiger doing tonight? Is he green? Oh, he's up $400. The fact that this failed to kind of close above there, that's not a great sign for the Bulls. Again, this is a protected high, guys. It doesn't mean it can't get pushed through, but it's, you know. I could maybe scalp this. I don't know. 5 points. I don't think it's worth it. He luckily secured Topstep payouts. I don't know. Just going in small, 2 or 3 contracts. 1 minute later, 40 contracts. Order field, order field, order field. Yeah, I know. I watch Tiger from time to time. For fun. For fun. Tiger's killing it with viewerships, and his channel's growing nicely too, though. I did help Tiger a little bit, just a little bit. Back when he first started streaming, his code, I don't know if you guys noticed, was STK Tiger. And I was like, take that STK crap off there and just make your code Tiger. It's easier. It's easier. Tiger's just easier. El Tigre. So, I mean, a push back up to retest that 5 minute trend, maybe 360, 370 kind of makes sense, right? Push up into this area here, 360. As long as we hold that 5 minute trend, we're probably going to be, you know, pushing back down. I mean, if you wanted to, you can maybe use the 15 minute here if we got a gap. There's not really anything in the 15 minute though, right? Nothing clean. Yeah, we did close above there and then just rip lower. I mean, we got 192 level sitting down there. This level down here is a good bounce spot too. 242. You target the body, not the wick. Not really any gaps here, to be honest, to kind of like structure bias off of. So I just use the trend line. I use this trend line here. We hold below it. We're bearish. I mean, you could look at the 5 minute. Let me see where the trauma is, too. Kind of got a 5 minute downtrend right there, too. So that 1 minute did just play out. We're at the trauma right now. Could get interesting here for a little long. From my mouth to the Goldman intern's ears. Coach is out. You're only in 30 micros. Oh my goodness. Nice job, nice job. Yeah, that 1 minute did play out there right into the VWAP. Again, that's a confirmation setup, right? I mean, with this V-shaped recovery, this is a confirmation setup. And now we've inversed. No, we didn't inverse it yet. This. But we are approaching that downtrend on the 5 minute. I don't even think this one's that clean. New 5 minute candle here. I mean, you could long, if we break structure on the 5 minute, you'd have room up to the 360s, 15, 20 points. This one, Coach Fred, we just pushed through it. So it's very bullish, the fact that we pushed through there. See, it's a wick inside a fair value gap, and and the only way it doesn't become protected is if we wick it, and then we make a new low. Then it's no longer protected, and it's easier to get. It's a good target then. It's not a good target when you fail to make a low, and then it pushes back up. That's why we had so much problems kind of getting through there. See how it took us 3-4 tries to get through that wick. Rejecting the trauma there at the 338 level. Got me another water. I'm out of cough drop, guys. I don't have any more cough drops. I may have to make a run to the gas station to get some more cough drops. And I'm addicted to these things right here. I'm not gonna lie. I get in trouble with these because, you know, I'm not supposed to be drinking them, but my daughter has like a 12-pack of these in her room, and I go in there and steal them. These little Sunny D's, I don't know, man. I love these little Sunny D's. Anybody else drink those? The little Sunny D's. All right, Coach Fred, we'll see you later. You the man, Coach Fred. You the man. Gas station sushi and Hall's Ice Blue. Now there'll be no sushi for me. Yeah, Sunny D. I love those little things. They put something in there. I don't know what it is. I mean, you guys probably know. It's probably sugar, but you just down it in one drink and you want another. I'll have another, please. This could be a good short setup too, guys. We failed to inverse this 1 minute gap. We didn't quite get it. And so, like, this could be a really good short setup with a 11-point stop here. I would not hate it, but, you know, almost tested this 5-minute downtrend. We're rejecting the trauma. So a couple of reasons there to maybe get short here. It might work, it might not. Kind of show you what I'm talking about here. So we kind of rejected the trauma here. Let me hide that. It'll look a little better. But you got the trauma here on the 5 minutes that we just failed to get above. So, I mean, you know, I'm not going to say it's like a high probability short or anything, but it would kind of, oh, well, I guess it would help if I didn't, you know, might make sense if we can inverse here, if we close below like 330s. Ooh, trying to move that up a little bit. Bull running, says Zabak. What up, design? Meth? I mean, I just like that rejection off that level. We didn't quite test the 5 minute. You know, it would be better if we probably pushed up into 340, 350, but so you might be like one move too early. But, you know, it's very small risk. Not even 10 points. 10 points for a potential move all the way back down to the 292s. So what is that, 40 points? 10 points for 40 points? I mean, seems reasonable. We'll see. Again, you know, it is kind of like standing in front of a freight train, maybe. No real momentum there, to be honest. Got a new 5 minute candle here in 5 seconds. All right, I'm going to move this off here. That white line in the middle of the screen is bothering me just looking at it, so I'm sure it's bothering you guys. But we need to close above 340 really for this thing to be able to have the ability to take off there. Really, we need to close above 345. I like Tick Tick for a straight defunding bow. To put cocaine in Sunny D, you have to be careful anytime you see the light. Look at the wick on the 1 hour. Yeah, but I like Tick Tick. I don't use them, but I do like Tick Tick. I have not used them recently. Yeah, that is a big wick. But even the 1 hour, I mean, if you look here, you know, you had a nice little wedge going on. We broke out of it to the downside. Wow, look where we bounced at on the 1 hour. Again, the body. We bounced off that body of the 1 hour bridge. Let's see here. I mean, if you turn the 1 hour green here, we got 10 minutes left. That could be very interesting. I still think, in my opinion, this is still just a push-up. Even if we close here, I mean, I still think we could still target, we could still do that and just come back down to here. It might take until London, but that still could happen. We'll see. Good evening, Andy. No, not really giving him competition. I mean, he's way more consistent, so most people are going to know he's on. I'm only doing this maybe a couple nights a week. 2 or 3 at most. So, and I didn't get on early enough today. Probably should have got on at like 6. I got on at 8. You know, family man. I gotta do family things before I get on here and with you degenerates. Before I get on here and mess around with you degenerates. All right, I'm a degenerate too. Fine. Fine. Not really moving all that much now. Just kind of chopping around sideways. You resemble that? Perfect. That's why I said it, just for you, Yoji. If you guys are new here, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. You don't even have to be new to hit the like button. You just have to be here. If you are new, though, hit the subscribe button. We do appreciate it. We do stream 5 days a week, typically in the New York session, 9:15 to 12, 1. What up, male gossip is a disease. 0 Day J complains worse than a woman. I do like 0 Day J, though. He's a lot of fun. We're going to have a meetup, guys, in January, from what I understand. We're going to do a meetup in Vegas. A meetup in Vegas. See how many of you degenerates will join us in Vegas. I'm sure it'll be 0 Day J. Pine will probably be there. We'll get Cove out there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get Huss to come out or not. He's scared to fly. So that's a long drive for him. He might. I doubt it. Maybe. We'll see if we can't con Tom Sabo to come over. Maybe we can get Tom Sabo to come over. Yeah, tummy sticks, for sure. You know, CT will probably be there. I don't know. Maybe he will. Sean, if you guys know Sean. Dale. I'm sure Dale will be there, you know. All 6'4", 350 pounds of them. Or how many ever pounds he said he is. I would suggest give Dale his space, though. Don't try to tickle his belly. He might like it. When I got up, Max got up with me to, you know, when I went in there. Yeah, that's Dell's department for sure. A meetup. Right, there you go. Look at him. He done got back on the bed again and is just sprawled out. What? Ask Dale about the best cake he ever had. Did you make him a cake? You need a positive vibes when trading, not screaming and whining. Max had a hard, yeah, he definitely got a hard life. He definitely does. My daughter just came and stole him. All right, here we go, guys. I mean, we got 4 minutes left on this candle. I mean, if it can break structure here, I mean, is it worth it for me to give it a try? I could go 2 micros. And I could go on my Take Profit Trader funded account. And we could try to take a few points. You kicked your wife out of the house? Uh-oh. Oh. CT's not going? You're not going to Vegas, CT? Can you get permission? Not insinuating you need permission or anything, but do you need permission? Oh, I hear order filled. Let me see what stock's doing. He's adding to his long. I don't know. Is he in early here or is he in late? I don't really know. Sometimes on these trendline breaks, I feel like I'm in late, right? But let's see here. First level, 255. See, I mean, it's only going to be about a 10 or 12 point take profit right here. Do it for the stream or don't. You doubt you'll go? Oh, okay, I got you. It's getting above the VWAP, looking like it's going to go to the moon. Maybe. Right now, rejecting that 5-minute trend line right there. CT, you gotta go. Come on, man. You gotta go. Get you on a poker table, you know? I don't know if I want to take a chance here with it and... I don't mind the long, but I feel like it could just turn right back down. He's an acquired taste. Yeah. He's a funny guy, though. I don't watch him, like, I mean, I don't watch anybody to, like, learn trading or whatever. You know, it's just entertainment, really. I feel like that's probably the problem with my channel sometimes is I'm more along the lines of just talking about trading than I am, you know, drama or anything like that. So I feel like sometimes that costs me. Okay, so what time? I mean, I got the 5-minute strat ATM on here. The problem with this, like I said, the take profit, my first profit target is 55. It's not really, it's like 10 points on a micro. Or do we tighten our stop and go a little heavier? I'm not sure. Introverts, that's me. I'm an introvert. Bye. You hate talking about anything except trading? Yeah. Everything else irritates me. If you want small talk, you'll hit the bar. Yeah. Well, I'm kind of like that too. I'm like, all right, you're here for trading, right? So I talk trading most of the time. I don't know if I want to size up on this or not. I would have to shorten my stop if I size up. If I don't size up, I can have a 30-point stop. If I size up, I have to go to 20 or something like that. It's not really closing above though here though. It's right at the trend line. It did not break structure. It did not close above. Yeah, that's me too, Trev. And look at it rip there. Gosh. All right, it did close above trauma, so I'm going to go ahead and... God dang it. I want to take it just for a scalp. on some of these. 350, 475. I don't even have that in the right spot. All right, 354. I'll take off those two. Not even 10 points. So I got like a 17-point stop here, 18 points, whatever it is. 4 micros. Need to stay above 38 there. This next push through the 50s should get us into that first target. 54.75. Okay, yep. All right. Let's see if we can get a push. The first light of day. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Again, we didn't. I entered this trade before we broke structure on the 5-minute, to be honest. But I entered it because we closed above the trauma. So I thought maybe it'll still work. But if we do reject here, it's just, you know, my own fault. 39. So, yeah. All right. So rejecting that 5-minute, not a good look for me. See if it can hold it. I want to see it hold this level. I want to see it hold this level. We did just hit the top of the hour too. It's 10:02. All right, this push through 50 should get to my first target. Should. We got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. I would like to see this thing close above. I would really want to see it push above 50 in the next 2 minutes. It would be nice. Close above 50 here. Really just kind of needs to close above 45. But I would like for it to push on through 50 here. This is a Take Private Pro account, guys, so 50K. We're not in huge size here or anything, so. I am going to go stop to break even at the 54 once we hit that target, because that is the first target level. I don't know that we get above that, to be honest. A lot of resistance up here at the 65 area. That's the bigger downtrend, so. 37 seconds left on this 5-minute here. Ten seconds to the new candle. Maybe that'll give us the little burst that we need to get through that first level. Oh, come on. Gonna put me through pain here? Just go. Just go. I'm going for such little profit. That's why I'm like, almost don't even want to take this trade because of the such small target. Like, it's not necessarily worth the risk, to be honest. I'm so close to the target there. Now this thing wants to dump. $10.05. All right, gotta hold that kind of 40-ish area. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get stopped out here. My instinct was to move that stop to break even. But, or even just take some of it off. But it's just such a small target, like, you know, doesn't make any sense to do that. What I could do is add into this here and just tighten my stop up even more. I could do that. Might do that. Pull my stop back up to kind of this wick. But try to be patient on this 5-minute trade. These 5-minute trades do require a little extra patience, you know. Back to the VWAP there. Testing the trend line again. Testing the trauma. See if we get a reasonable bounce here. ES testing the 59.10 area and the previous day initial balance low. I feel like this is probably going to fail. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to give it a chance. Give us the push. Give us the push. I just realized I don't even know why I have that like that. It should just be like this. We're going for 7 points. Pip says, it's a dump coming. It might be, Pips, but I want it to test the 65 level first. I'm thinking that we can at least achieve that, but maybe we can't. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes here. If it closes back inside the trend line here, then I'll probably just kill this. Or bump it up to the low of that wick. Ten seconds left on this candle. Slow and methodical in the wrong direction. Go figure. All right. Nice push right there, right at the close. Pretty good close there. I almost want to add. And bump this bump the stop up, but but I'm not going to. I don't think. All right, looks like it's just going to be rude. Is it going to be rude here? Where's that 50 at? 35. All right, I'm going to go to 25 here. I'm going to go to 25 stop, and I'm going to add into this. To try to work our way out of it here. And I'm just going to try to get out of this trade. Just going to try to get out. Let's just get out of this thing. I'm killing it. Getting out of it, saving face, whatever you want to call. 10-minute Harami finishes 330. If it goes back above 3, may have a runner. I just got out of it, just break even. I mean, like, you know, sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to just take the break even trade. When it's not working out, you got to accept that. And like the only reason why I was feeling comfortable averaging in there is because of the 50 EMA here. You can see the 5 minute is about to close back inside the gap. So a lot of reasons there to where, honestly, what probably will happen is this probably is going to rip back higher right now. Never close inside and just rip up and go since I'm out. Looks like there might be a bullish Harami on the 5 minute too that's about to print. So you can see there, bounced off those levels. Possible bullish Harami here. I don't know. Maybe it was the wrong to get out, right to get out. I don't know. It's just one of those situations where I could see it going either way, right? And let's be honest. Was the target great? Now, the target was not great. Like, I'm targeting 7 points for 20 with a 20-point stop. Not great. I knew if that new 5 minute candle didn't open up and hit the target right away, that I was in a little bit of trouble. So I agree, I trade. That's the reason why, you know, I just took the break even. I mean, the risk to reward wasn't really there, to be honest with you, to take that on a funded account. It's more or less, that should be an eval trade. Especially with the kind of like 7 point target with that small of that big of a stop, 20 points. Probably should be eval, and then probably should be a mini. So, or probably a trade you should skip unless you're going to target the 65. Right? I think like to the upside, that's probably your maximum get to the upside there. And technically, this is the official entry here at 51. You know, you're looking at 16 points there. Already taken 17 points of drawdown. Now, obviously, I entered down here. I entered like 342 area. Now, we do have a bullish Harami here. This is a bullish 5 minute Harami right there. But it's middle of the range. It's not at the highs. It's not at the lows. I don't love it as much. So let's see kind of what happens to this Harami. Why are we frozen? Okay, there we go. I was like, why is this candle not opened? Had a little freeze there. So if you're taking this bullish harami, your entry's now 9-point stop for a 9-point take profit. So it is a 1-to-1. 1-to-1 risk to reward. Reasonable stop. I mean, we did break structure there, so I do think ups make sense, but I have no idea if it works. I have no clue if it works. Oh, man. 333 if not. Probably. I'm going to listen to some music. I'm going to listen to some non-stock tiger music. Actually, let me check the 5-minute on the ES. This is not something I'm looking at usually this time of night, but let me look at it and see. Yeah, it's not as clean, but it did break structure as well to the upside. Definitely not as clean. Oh, I didn't even notice that either. Oh, I didn't even see that, guys. Right here, we had a huge bullish SMT with the ES. Did any of you guys notice that? So on this 1 minute here, that would have made this. I would have taken this on a funded if I saw that. In hindsight, I just saw that. So right here, gigantic SMT. ES never ran this low. This wick here. ES never ran that wick. So that if I saw that, I probably would have taken this trade on my funded. I did not see that. Sometimes you miss stuff. Now that has nothing to do with whether we go up here or not, but this push up was because, you know, had that bullish SMT in it. 70 points off this 1 minute V shape. All right, yes, our Nasdaq's retesting the trauma here. Let's see what it does. I mean, it's holding this level, but it feels like it wants to dump. Just has that feeling like it wants to dump. That's a pretty bullish reaction. Yeah, so right now I have 8 active funded accounts with Apex with 4 50Ks passed. And I just passed that 25K. I do think I'm going to probably, because I'm only going to trade micros on these, I think I'm going to go back to the 25Ks for the final 8. So you can see this one's a 25K. These are 50Ks. They're all passed. Now it wants to give me the candle I was looking for. But I think I'm going to go back to the 25Ks just because, honestly, they're easier to get to payouts, right? I've been to $2,000 in profit twice on my 50Ks, and then both times had a huge loss the next day. Now, I realize if I did that on 25K, I would have lost the accounts. But also, I would have been to 2 payouts on my on the 25Ks. So that's kind of the idea. Look at this push. All right, so I don't want to say I panicked out there, but like, I don't know. Like I said, on these 5-minute setups, you have to be patient. So 54.75 is your target, first level. And then second level, 67.50. Beyond this here, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, like, my instincts tell me that we're going to hit that and then go back down. That's what my instincts tell me. But I could be wrong. Maybe this liquidity sweep that we had down here is all we need to continue up for the rest of the night. I don't know. ES reclaiming the 59.10 there. What do you guys think? Is the low in? Got to get yourself back on truly back. Got to pat myself on the back. You can enter trades at the exact bottom or the exact top. The only problem is it's the opposite of the direction. I'm like that too, design. I'm like that too. I mean, think about all the shorts that got trapped right here, design. Like, for sure, a lot of shorts got trapped there. V-shape, ripped back up. Now, for me, on a reshort like this, which I was in, I'm either going to target 50% of the wick, right? Or, in this case, when I was short, I was looking at the body of this candle, but I think I was looking for 94, 95. So less than 50% of the wick there. It was like beyond 50% of the wick, you don't know what's going to happen here. It could put in a higher low and just rip the other way. And it's exactly what it decided to do. Now, if this pushes lower here, very, very bad look for the bulls. If this fails to breach this high on this candle or the next, it's not going to be a good sign. Looks bullish on the hour. Yeah, for sure. No, I didn't take it, Treff. I didn't trust it. I mean, I did think that it probably worked, but it was only 9 points for a 9-point stop. So it was a 1-to-1. It did kind of align with the being above the VWAP, above the trauma, above the breakout of the 5-minute. So like, there's reasons to think it would work, but no, I just didn't take it. Yeah, Trucker Sky, a little liquidity grab for sure. I'm going to have to run up to the store and get me some cough drops before I go to bed because, you know. But look, guys, we did lock in a huge win today on our fund at $11.50. I mean, I'll take that straight to the El Banco on the Take Profit Trader 50K. Take it to the El Banco. We actually did make a few more dollars today. I don't think I posted it in the Discord. We end up being up about $90 on each of these accounts, which means that we're down about $600 on the week after our $1,000 loss Tuesday. Not trying to get the entire loss back. Just going to be comfortable with maybe making another $100 tomorrow, tomorrow, and getting that loss back to just maybe $500, which eliminates all of our profit from last week, basically, and then we just kind of start fresh next week. Really want to concentrate on not having a losing day tomorrow, but at the same time, still firing for the setups that we want to fire for. You know, don't be afraid to press the button type deal. Can't be afraid to press the button. That's a medium-sized bag of beef jerky. Indeed. Probably is. $11, that's a... I don't even know if you can get a value meal from McDonald's for $11 anymore. I have no idea. Can you? Does anybody know? All right, here we go, guys. This is probably the candle. I mean, patience probably pays here, but man, I got in this trade at 9.55 and looking for only, so think about it, got in the trade at 9.55 here and only looking for 7 points. No, that's not true. Where did I get in at? 10 o'clock. So yeah, 10 o'clock, only looking for 8 points, 8.75 points. It will be holding the trade for, you know, what is that? 30 minutes almost? For freaking 8 points? Insane. 20-point range over the last half hour. I mean, this next candle has to be the candle, right? So funny because when I look back on this, I'm going to be like, oh, that trade looked clean. No. Yeah, futures floor. No volatility. Maybe I'm designed to trade big tickets. This 300K I kill on 2K trades. I try a $100 trade. You'd think I was trekking a desert. We're doing all right, futures floor. We're green. Just traded these 2 accounts only. We passed an APEX 25K. That makes number 13. I'm going to add 7 more. Just going to trade them one at a time since they got 90%. Do my best. We have 489 evals and 166 funded accounts, I think. Not a great ratio, but, you know, not horrible. I've seen worse. 5-minute inverted hammer. Yeah. Zilmi 140 for lifetime. Do I trade the ZFG? What is that? The Crouton FX. What is a ZFG? 0 fucks given? Must be. You got hit with 90% off fever as well. Your credit card needs some cooling off. Uh-oh, you've been burning it up. That must be what you're talking about. Sometimes I trade that Strat Crouton. Not today. Sometimes I do, though. I think I've only blown... I was talking about this earlier. We're at the 29th day of the month. I think I only blew 4 funded accounts this month, which is not bad. I mean, let's be honest. It's not bad. It could have been way worse. I didn't trade my best, and 3 of those were take profit traders. No, wait, I'm sorry. I blew 5 funded accounts this month. 3 take profit traders and 2 apexes. Yeah. So it could have been worse, that's for sure. I had to figure it out, Zabak. I was like, wait a second, what are these letters stand for? You blew 6 evals and a PA. Yeah, you're going to have weeks like that, though, Trev. And the thing is, like, this price action has not been great. It's had tradable moments, but it's not been great. If you wait, you got to be super patient and wait for the opportunity that makes the most sense. And that's hard to do sometimes, especially when you take a loss. That kind of tilts you. At least for me. What's this? What is this? 1030? Another bounce off the VWAP, bouncing off that 5-minute trend line again. Probably bouncing off the trauma. Yep. I mean, it's holding this level, but it's not going anywhere. It's just not going anywhere, which, you know, usually when that happens, you either get a big candle up or a big candle down. We don't know which. You could say the lean is up just because we broke structure on the 5 minute. But if we zoom out, we still have not broke structure on the larger time frame, right? Still holding the 5 minute and the 15 minute sort of downtrend here. So you do have a lot more stuff to the downside than you have to the up. What made me bearish today was the 4 hour. So I got up this morning and got on the charts. I saw this. And that's why I was like, all right, we're taking out this wick. Yeah, I kind of entered a 4 hour order block there. I don't know. Tapped into it. Maybe that sends us higher. I don't know. But these are the trades you look for. Like this right here. Sweep of liquidity, you know, a higher low. Boom. Especially paired with a, V-shape paired with an SMT. This is an A+ setup. I missed it. I had already passed my account, to be fair. And at this point, I really didn't even have a thought in my mind about trading my funded accounts. But this is a great setup after noticing the SMT with the ES. You can see, we zoom out on the ES here. It did not take out this wick down here. See that? So, ES failed to take out the wick. That gave us a bullish SMT because if we zoom out here, Nasdaq took out the wick. So pretty simple there. But I did not even see that. Otherwise, I would 100% taken this on my funded account. That would have been funded account worthy at that point. V-shape. 5 minute ATR is 11. Woof. 360. I mean, I think 367 could be tagged, but at minimum 355. But like it's been a chore to get to 355, like you said. It's just not. It's not wanting to do anything. That's why I watch the ES. I know some people think watching the ES with the Nasdaq is useless, but I mean, like, I don't know. It helps me. It does help me a lot of the times. Then you kind of had this confirmation set up here, which was not as clean, but it did pay. I mean, 10 points. Bulls want the Asia highs. That's what I was thinking earlier. I was trying to target them, but man, we just never could get to them. Never could get there. All right, let's put some skin in the game here. That does not mean take a trade, by the way. This won't be that funny to those of you who don't know Dale. But to those of you who do, it'd be kind of funny. Tom Sabo guarantee or he visits Dale in the dark. Hey, what happens in the dark stays in the dark. I don't know. Any poker free rows coming? Yeah, futures forward probably. I'm not. I'm trying to get. So I really want us to put money in it. I want it to be a cash, or either like I would like to do like a 5 cent, 10 cent cash game, or even a 1 cent, 2 cent cash game on like one of the poker sites. But I'm not sure. Long 344. Let's go. Come on, sweep it. Tom Sabo's asleep. He doesn't even know he's got a guarantee going on. All right, finally, what? 37 minutes later, it's approaching the target. Never would have hit my stop. My stop was 20 points, so never even came close to it. There's the first target. There's no way in the world I would have held that long. No way. First target and rejects. Go figure. Literally one tick the target too. It didn't even get above it. Just took it to the tick. If you guys don't know where I got the target from, let me show you. And this is why I went to targeting the bodies instead of the wicks, right? So here's the body of that 5-minute candle. Because almost always, I've noticed, on the larger time frame, almost always hits the body, gets a reaction. Then it does go to the wick, but like, would I rather put myself through the anguish of the pullback and all that, or just take the profit at the body? I think it makes more sense to target the body. Your father's heart rejection? Oh, man. Treff. He's so dark. He was able to hold it short to blow a 250K eval in this market. Oh, God dang design. You must have been short from near the bottom. Oh, I guess you said you were near the bottom. I mean, I don't blame you there. Design, the entry probably is the problem, but yeah. Out with 5.7, 5.8, that's a win. A win is a win. A win is a win. But yeah, I get it, design. The break, I mean, really, this is your short here. I mean, on the 5-minute, right? That's the entry short. Got the first push down 30 points almost. Even if you hold it, you take 13, 14 points. I mean, obviously, in hindsight, easy to say, right? I didn't even take that, so I mean, I can't say anything. I think I was long here as well. I think I was long there as well. Well, guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night there. If you guys haven't already, hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. If you do want to help support the channel, 91% off Apex. Use code MYTH. The code is MYTH, M-Y-T-H, for Apex. Very important. 91% off Bulenox. The code is MM. Actually, for every other prop firm, the code is MM. Take Profit Trader, MM, 30% off, no activation fee. My Funded Futures. I think My Funded Futures is slept on a lot here, guys. If you're not trading My Funded Futures, I don't know what you're waiting on. Maybe because they don't offer Ninja. I don't know. What? They offer Tradeovate, right? Yeah, they do. But you can get 30% off the starter plan. You can get 50% off if you're a new customer. Use code MM. And appreciate you, Gazad. You the man. Welcome. And then Tick, or no, Tradeify, 35% off. And I don't know, who am I forgetting? Somebody? Somebody obvious? I don't know. Anywho, we'll be back tomorrow morning, 9:15 a.m. Oh, look at it, guys. Look at it, guys. There it goes. I'll be back tomorrow at 9:15 a.m. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you next time.